look at this chart. This is Bitcoin, and we brought it back to 2016. It's just going up and up and up, currently 5,644. Is this now an asset class, or is it, as some people say, a fraud?
I think to call it a fraud is an extreme position. What's going on here is we see a new technology, distributed ledger technology. This is one use case for that technology, cryptocurrencies. Now, they've become initially a means of transferring value between people, then a hedge against risk in high volatile currency environments, and now are seen as an asset class. And because the number of Bitcoins is finite, this is entirely supply and demand driven. Think about it like gold. There's a finite amount of gold in the world. People want to buy more gold and sell it, the price goes up. Exactly the same thing's happening here. There is undoubtedly, in my mind, going to be a correction at some point, but the overall trend, I think, will be up. But remember, this is just one use case of this distributed ledger technology. And indeed, cryptocurrencies themselves have a lot of potential in areas like international trade, where the ability to make payments instantly could remove a lot of friction and therefore costs from international trade.
I mean, is it, so for Bitcoin, is it market share? So will Bitcoin at the end of the day be the one that wins other cryptocurrencies if it gets big enough? Is it the kind of the first mover's advantage?
I think it's impossible to make a call on that. Okay. Nor is it possible at this stage to make a call on the overall endpoint for this technology. Yeah. But think about DLT, distributed ledger technology, like the internet in the early 90s. Yeah. You know, when people saw that technology, they thought, you know, why would I ever want to kind of buy something on my computer? Why would I ever want to be able to send, 1,000 emails? Why would I ever want to be able to talk to my friends? People couldn't imagine that because the technology was so nascent, and that's exactly the point we're at now. And this is one of the first use cases that is starting to gain ground. But there's lots and lots of other areas of commerce and life which is being affected by these technologies. And when combined with things like the Internet of Things, you can begin to see real transformation.
But how does it become legitimate? Do you need a central bank to buy into it, or is that going too far?
That's a very interesting question. It's a bit like the Internet. You know, the Internet is legitimate, but there's no sort of central authority of the Internet. There's a set of protocols that make the Internet work, just as there is for blockchain and Bitcoin. And in my view, it's unlikely that there will be a central authority for cryptocurrencies. It's not in the nature of the beast. But what we do know is that certain central banks are looking at issuing their own versions of cryptocurrency because they themselves see that it provides the opportunity to remove friction in the economy.